Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. So today's video is going to be about my June favorites, fragrances that I've worn the most during the month of June. And you will see I have some full bottles here, and I also have a few samples that I've been testing, but I like them so much that I've been wearing them quite a bit as well. Also, you will notice by the selection that I have that I have a lot of sort of simple, easy reach kind of fragrances. For some reason, that's what I've been gravitating to lately. So let's get started. The first one is from the house of Versace, and this is Versace Woman. This is quite an old fragrance. I think it came out in early 2000s, and it has the notes of frangipani, jasmine, lotus, blue cedar. I'm not sure if I have all the notes in here, but just telling you about the major ones. This one is a beautiful floral composition. It is sweet florals. It's hard to distinguish anything in particular. It's just all the floral notes are blended together. I don't think there is a peony listed in here, but for some reason I feel like I can smell peony in this. This is very inoffensive, good for any occasion in the summer, very easy reach when you don't know what to use. This is really a good one to try. Second one I have is also from the house of Versace, and this is Versace Versense. So this one has the notes of bergamot, green mandarin, fig, sea lily, cardamom, jasmine, cedar, sandalwood, olive wood, and musk. And this is, of course, a very fresh, very green fragrance with citruses. I think the fig brings even more to the sort of greenness and freshness of this fragrance. It is very, very refreshing. Love using it on a really hot day, and for such a light fragrance, it has decent lasting power. This is just beautiful, really easy reach. You don't need to think about this one. Will work with any mood and any occasion again. So far we have two selections from the house of Versace. Next one, and I won't spend too much time on this because it's been talked about a lot on my channel and tons of other channels. This is Parfums de Marley Delina. As I mentioned in my fragrance declutter video that came out recently, if you haven't watched it, I'll link it up in the cards. I had travel sprays of Delina, but I sold them, and I mentioned that I was going to order a full bottle, which I did. And I just did that because I really, really enjoy this fragrance. And you know, for me, using fragrance is a sort of complete aesthetic experience. It's the scent and the beautiful bottle and the beautiful packaging. It all goes together. So I really loved the scent, but the little travel sprays were kind of bothering me. So that's why I sold them and purchased the full bottle, which I've been really enjoying using. I don't need to tell you much about Delina. It's a beautiful, beautiful rose with lychee and tart rhubarb. I absolutely love it. In my opinion, it is worth all the hype that it gets. So Parfums de Marley Delina, I've been reaching a lot for this ever since I purchased the full bottle. Okay, next on the list we have another rose fragrance. This is from Boucheron. This is Quatre and Rose. I think I've showed you this before, but I really like the cap. It's kind of cool. So this fragrance has artemisia, blackcurrant, mandarin orange, bergamot, rose, jasmine, peach blossom, patchouli, vetiver, musk, and vanilla. This is a very sweet, bubbly, girly kind of rose. It's an easygoing rose. It's not in your face type of rose. I think for those that are not huge fans of rose, they might like this one because the rose is very subdued in this, and it is beautifully surrounded by a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of freshness, a little bit of floral notes. So it is just blended with everything really nicely, and it's not the type of rose that really stands out and very much in your face. So I would say this is the rose for those that don't like roses. It is charming, it is versatile. Some say, as I mentioned before, that this is similar to Armani C, but in my opinion, it is not. It is quite different and standalone fragrance. So Quatre in Rose from Boucheron, I've been using a lot as well. Next one I have is something that I shared with you in a recent haul. This is from Tiziana Terenzi. This is Al Contrario. So the notes in here are ebony, cocoa bean, malt, orchid, tonka bean, vanilla, benzoin, hazelnut, sandalwood, and sugar cane. This is warm, soft cocoa. It's creamy, there's hazelnut and orchid coming out in a dry down. This is a gourmand, but very subdued and very sophisticated gourmand, and it's not too sweet, and that's why when I kind of crave a gourmand fragrance in the summer, and you know, I can't wear those really strong gourmands that are really sweet and really strong, I think this is a perfect gourmand for warm weather because it still gives you the sort of satisfaction of having a gourmand fragrance, but it's not cloying, it's not headachy. It's really beautiful gourmand. Again, sort of in the same vibe, in the same lane as Xerjoff Lyra, but even more subdued than Lyra. Very cozy, very beautiful fragrance. I've been using it a lot. Okay, next one we have is from Paco Rabanne, and this is Olympia Aqua. So I have the original and I have the Aqua version. I love both. Both, of course, are about salty vanilla, but there are some other beautiful notes in Aqua which I think make it more suitable for warm weather. Okay, so let's quickly go over the notes. In this one, we have bergamot, ginger, aquatic notes, petitgrain, ginger blossom, vanilla, salt, ambergris, cashmere woods. And I think it's the aquatic notes and ginger that really bring an element of freshness to this fragrance. So otherwise, it is similar to the original Olympia, but it's that freshness that makes it more suitable for summer. And I really love wearing it. Has great lasting power. Absolutely beautiful fragrance. And in my opinion, even though you can clearly tell that this is a flanker of the original, it is a standalone fragrance. I think it's different enough to justify having both, at least for me. Okay, next I'm going to share with you two samples that I've been trying and I've enjoyed them so much that I've been wearing them well beyond the sampling stage. The first one is from BDK Parfums, and this is Rouge Smoking. This is my first introduction to this house. I've never tried anything else. I believe this is a French house, relatively new. I received this sample with some order that I made somewhere. I don't remember. I've had it for quite some time. And when I received it, you know, I sprayed it on a blotter. I smelled it. I thought, yeah, it's nice, nothing special. And I put it away with all my other samples. And a few weeks ago, I was playing with my samples, trying some things out, and I decided, let me try this one on the skin. And wow, what a difference it made. This is one of those fragrances that you must try on your skin. It is completely different. The way it opens up is nothing compared to the way that it smells on a blotter. Let me give you the notes quickly and then I'll tell you a little bit more about this fragrance. So it has Italian bergamot, cherry accord, pink pepper, black vanilla, heliotrope, ambroxan, cashmeran, tonka bean, labdanum, and white musk. So this is considered a cherry fragrance. As I mentioned before, cherry is not one of my favorite notes. This is out of this world. I don't know how else to describe it. It's not really cherry, but it's more, it has that sort of boozy, smoky quality. It's more like some kind of very expensive cherry liqueur. Let me just smell it again. There's no tobacco listed in here, but maybe smokiness, so sort of makes me think of slight element of tobacco smoke, which I also don't typically like, but it is beautiful here. It is definitely very thick fragrance. I think some could find it cloying. This is not a safe blind buy. It is really enveloping. It is very warm. I've read some reviews saying that at the beginning this smells to them like a cough syrup. Not to me at all. It is absolutely stunning from the first spray to the time it vanishes from my skin, and that takes a very, very long time. I would say this is probably the most long-lasting fragrance I've ever tried. It lasts forever. I sprayed it on my skin sort of in the middle of a day. It lasted the whole day, the whole night. I woke up the next morning and I could still smell it pretty vividly. So this is incredibly long lasting, and that was just on my skin. I cannot imagine what it's going to do on clothing. This is a very, very special fragrance. But not for everyone. Again, you really have to sample it. Some might find it very cloying, and I can see how some might think that there is an element of cough syrup in this. Not to me. This is absolutely stunning. It is so beautiful that I'm seriously considering purchasing a full bottle, and it surprises me because, again, sort of this is considered a cherry fragrance. You can even see sort of by the color of the sample, you know, it's kind of dark orange red almost, and you will see a picture of the full bottle here. It has a red juice in it, so very unusual for me, but I like it so much. This is really special and really beautiful. The other sample that I've been trying a lot is from another house that's very new to me. Let me see if I can pronounce it at least somewhat close to what it should sound like. This is Coquilette Paris, maybe. And this is called Cookiecrunch. As you can imagine by the title, this is of course a gourmand. So this has the notes of cookie crumbs or biscuit, meringue accord, citrus, vanilla cream, caramel, and icing sugar. And the notes are not deceiving. This is what it smells like. This is so sweet and so delectable. It's like a lemon meringue. So it's sweet, but at the same time, lemon comes out very strong in this. So it's just this beautiful balance of your fresh in your face kind of lemon and real sweetness from vanilla cream and icing sugar. So there is a biscuit or cookie crumbs, you know, different sides say different things, and you can almost feel the texture of the biscuit. I'm not sure if it makes any sense, but I almost feel the texture of the biscuit. Like I can definitely smell it. It is also in the same vein as Al Contrario from Tiziana Terenzi that I showed you earlier and Lyra from Xerjoff, but it is different. It is less sweet. It is more lemony, more citrusy. And like I said, it has that interesting element of biscuit texture that comes out very clearly to me. I've also read some reviews, people saying that this is similar to Unknown Pleasures from Kerosene. I haven't tried that one yet, although that's very high on my wish list. But this is absolutely stunning, and I've been wearing it quite a lot. Again, it's sort of not too sweet to work in the summer, and it satisfies my gourmand craving just in the same way as Al Contrario does. So again, this is Cookiecrunch from Coquilette, Paris. So that's the end of this video. These are the fragrances that I've been wearing the most during the month of June. Please let me know what is the fragrance that you've been reaching the most in June. And guys, we are very close to reaching 500. Thank you very much for supporting my channel and subscribing. Please remember that when I reach 500, I'll be doing a fun giveaway. So if you haven't subscribed yet, definitely do so. And if you enjoyed this video, remember to give me a thumbs up, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye.